Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, and this is VMware vSphere 9 full course. So in today's video we are going to learn about how to create a virtual machine in vCenter Server 9 step by step. So this is one of the most important and fundamental tasks in VMware because everything runs in a virtual machine. Virtual environment depends on the virtual machine basically. So by end of this video you will going to be clearly understand what is virtual machine, why we create virtual machine, and we will also see the real life use cases around virtual machine, and most importantly we will create a virtual machine in our lab environment step by step. So let's go ahead and get started. So the very first thing to understand what is virtual machine. So first let's understand what is virtual machine actually. So a virtual machine is also known as a VM, is a software based computer. Basically it's behave exactly like the physical computer. It has CPU, memory, storage, network, but the key difference is these resources are not a physical, they are virtualized and are provided by ESXi host in our environment. If you talk about the VMware infrastructure, similar kind of virtual machine we have on a Microsoft hypervisors, which is Hyper-V, and all other hypervisor also. So concept is going to be remain same. A virtual machine which basically a software defined computer which take the resources from a physical computer and utilize it to provide you the platform basically. So instead of buying multiple physical server, you can run a multiple virtual machine on a single physical server. That is the main core concept behind the virtualization. So but it always going to be a take resources from your physical machine. So how many machines, what configurations you can run inside the virtual machine, it's totally depend on the physical server configuration. So why we create virtual machine. So now let's understand why we basically use virtual machine in the real environment. So virtual machines are used for running a business application, hosting a website, database server, testing environment, development lab, and all these things. So they provide flexibility, scalability, cost efficient, and instead of managing multiple physical systems or physical servers, everything can be handled directly from the central sync management plane, which is in our case VMware vCenter server, and you can basically easily manage your infrastructure. So these are the some real life example. Let's take some real world example you can relate basically better. So example one is you can understand about the application hosting. So in company applications like web server, ERP system, CRM tools are deployed on the virtual machine, basically can be deployed on the virtual machine. And example 2 can be considered as a testing and development environment. So developer can create a multiple virtual machine to test application, simulate production environment on the issues. They can create and delete virtual machine anytime without affecting a real systems. And server consolidation. So earlier companies used to run 10 application on a 10 physical server. Now with the virtualization, 10 virtual machine can run on a single ESXi host. They save the hardware cost, power, and space, physical space basically we're talking here. And disaster recovery. So virtual machine can be backed up, can be backed up easily, replicate easily, and restore quickly to the virtualized information. So this makes the disaster recovery very fast and reliable. So benefit of virtual machines, let's quickly summarize the benefits. So better hardware utilization, significant cost saving since you can run multiple servers on a single physical machines now, and easy scalability, faster development or deployment you can say, and isolation between workload, snapshot and backup features. Especially snapshot is not possible with physical machine, but with the virtual machine you can take the snapshot. This is why virtualization widely used in modern data center. So this is my lab environment which I am going to use in this demo to create a virtual machine. So this lab we have deployed throughout this course. So I got my first server, which is Active Directory and DNS server, and I got my storage server, which is basically my Windows ISC target storage server, which is providing shared storage to all my 3 ESXi hosts. And then we got our vCenter server appliance. So let me show you So this is my Active Directory and DNS server. So you can see here my Active Directory and DNS services are running on this machine, and I got my vCenter server logged in here. So I got my 3 ESXi host cluster ready, which we have created throughout this course, and my these are my 3 ESXi hosts. So now this lab infrastructure is running inside my VMware workstation, and this is my vCenter server appliance. So now I'll go here and let's try to create. So to create a virtual machine, you can basically right click at any place and you can basically get the option to create a new virtual machine, such as you can create on cluster, you can right click on basically on the data center, you can right click on ESXi host, and you will get new virtual machine now wizard. So I'll go ahead and click on cluster. So the cluster will place the virtual machine in the correct ESXi host, since we have a DRS and H enable. So new virtual machine, click, and then we have all these options: deploy from template, clone the existing virtual machine. We have clone virtual machine from template, convert template to virtual machine, and clone template to template. So I'm going to use the first option, which is create new virtual machine. So I'll click next, and now I'll type here, let me type Win2K25 VM02, and then I'm going to select my this folder, data center basically, and then I'll go ahead and select my cluster. So it will pick up and deploy VM on any of these ESXi hosts which is has a basically free space on the compute side. So click next, and now I'm going to select my data store cluster, click next, and now I'll go with the compatibility option with ESXi09, and then I'll select my operating system Windows Server 2025. I'll leave everything default. Now I'll go ahead and change the CPU to 4 and memory to 8, and disk I'm going to make 50 gig only. And now you can basically tweak these settings also, like memory hot plugin. If you want to enable, you can enable these settings also. So I'm good with this. I'll go ahead and remove the USB drive, and I'll select the ISO file which is in my DS01. So select ISO, and then this is my ISO for Windows Server 2025. Click OK, connect on, power on, rest everything looks good. Click next, and now this is what we are going to create. So we need to select the NIC also. So by mistake I selected that NIC, so let me go ahead and fix the NIC. So on the next side I'll go ahead and select VMnet port G, which is my coming from my distributed switch. Click next. Now everything looks good. We have added our ISO, NIC is added, 4 cores and 8 gig memory, 50 gig size. So this is all good. Click on finish. So now you can see this is going to create a virtual machine. Now virtual machine is created. It's also applied the storage DRS recommendation to create the virtual machine in right storage. So this is good. Now let me show you something quickly. So now you can see this machine is sitting on ESXi3 and this machine is running on ESXi2. So what I'll do, I'll show you some demo for the DRS also. So let me put this machine on ESXi host 2. So migrate, compute only. Just I'll show you how DRS basically moves virtual machine in the free ESXi host. So now you can see this machine is on ESXi2 and this is also running on ESXi2. So now if you see here, my ESXi2 already has high utilization, CPU utilization. So let me power on this virtual machine and see where my cluster is going to power on this by using the DRS. So now you can see the DRS has moved this virtual machine to host number 3. So now if I go here, you can see basically host 3 having this virtual machine. So whenever you create a new virtual machine and if you have enabled DRS, it will automatically make sure the virtual machine is powered on the least loaded ESXi host. So now I'll go ahead and hit Control Del. So let's say, for example, if company wants to deploy a new application server instead of buying new physical server, you can create a virtual machine and install OS, install application server, which takes less than an hour, and you can hand over servers to your application team, which is going to be very quick. So this is the benefit of having virtual machines in place and virtualization in place. So I'll go ahead and install the operating system. The process is very simple. It's going to follow the basically step-by-step installation for Windows Server 2025 installation. So I'll go ahead, standard desktop experience, click next, and then select the installed Windows Server only advanced and select the hard disk and go ahead with the installation. So now this installation will going to take some time, and post the installation, one of the very important and critical thing, you should always install VM tool inside the virtual machine. So let's wait for this installation to get finished, and then I'll show you also how to install a VMware tools post installing the operating system. So I'm going to pause the recording. This installation is going to take approx I think 5 to 10 minutes in my lab environment. So I'll go ahead and pause the recording. Once the installation is done, I'll resume from there. Now the OS installation is done. I'll go ahead and put my credential password basically for this user, and then I'll hit Control Alt Del. And then I'll type my password. So the very first thing which we need to do is install VMware tools, which I already told. So go here in action and click on install VMware tools, and this will mount the basically installation media for guest to install a VMware tool. So click on mount, and then you will see here initiating VMware tool installer mount. So it's completed. Now if I go here, I'll go here and click on accept. Basically, so most of the time your mouse is not going to work properly inside the virtual machine. So what you have to do, you need to use your keyboard basically. So I'll go ahead, hit enter, and then we are here. So now I'll go ahead and basically close this, and then I'll go and open File Explorer. From there I'll go ahead in my D drive. So hit tab until you go to the home. So now I'll go in my CD drive, hit enter, and then go ahead and run the setup. So this setup will basically going to execute and install the VMware tools on our machine. So let's wait for this to get launched. So now you can see it's opening. Now hit next, install, and this is very lightweight. It will take only few seconds to get the installation done, and post that you can go ahead and reboot your machine. I think all set. It's removing backup files. Now we should get the finish button to reboot the machine. So click on finish and go ahead and reboot the virtual machine. So now VM is rebooting, and you can basically go ahead and remove the CD drive also from here. So I'll go ahead and put client device, click OK. Now basically CD installation media is removed from this virtual machine. So now we are all good. So basically this is how you can create a virtual machine inside your VMware workstation, or maybe inside your VMware vSphere vCenter server. So the process is going to remain same if you are creating virtual machine on ESXi host or vCenter server directly. So process is going to remain same. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe me for more videos, and if you have any query, any question related to this, you can always post me in my given mail IDs. Thank you once again. Bye bye.